Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we've got our technical problem solved, welcome to the special town meeting for September 16th, 2015. I'm Gene Cushman. I'm the town meeting moderator, and I call this meeting to order. And if you could all please stand, and we pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Madam Town Clerk, if you could make the call, please.
Notice is hereby given of a special town meeting to be held on Wednesday, September 16th, 2015 at the East Lyme Town Hall, Upper Meeting Room at 7 p.m. to consider and take action on the following. One is special appropriation, $26,360, CNRE Fund 32, Board of Ed Dugout Project. Two, special appropriation, $49,785, CNRE Fund 32, DEEP Recreational Trails Grant. Three, special appropriation, $23,229, CNRE Fund 32, purchase and install new 911 phone system. And four, special appropriation, $98,071, CNRE Fund 32, purchase of new harbor master boat. Dated at East Lyme, Connecticut, the second day of September 2015. The call was signed by the Board of Selectmen, posted on the signpost, published in the day, and filed in my office.
Thank you, Madam Town Clerk. As usual, we'll go over the ground rules for a town meeting. Under Connecticut General Statute 7-6, you must be an elector of the town or 18 years of age, a U.S. citizen, and own taxable property of $1,000 or more on the grand list of 10-1-14. Under Connecticut General Statute 9-360, any person not qualified to vote but who does vote may be subject to a fine of not less than $300, no more than $500, may be in prison not less than 1 year, no more than 3 years, more than 2 years, may be disenfranchised, or all of the above. In the event we need him, I appoint the registrar. I only see one registrar, teller and checker. I see another registrar as tellers and checkers. If you wish to speak, please come up to the podium and give your name and address for the record. If you wish to speak but you're not eligible to vote, please make that fact known before you make your remarks. I'd ask that you not conduct any dialogue amongst yourselves. Please address all remarks and questions through the moderator. And if you do have any questions, then the moderator will ask if there's anyone that wishes to answer the questions. There are 4 items on the agenda, and we will take them in their order. And that's all we need for the ground rules, so we'll get right to the first item on the agenda, which is a special appropriation of $26,360 CNRE Fund 32 Board of Ed Dugout Project. Do I hear a resolution?
So moved.
Mr. Siri, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Morris. Is there any discussion? Mr. First Selectman, you wish to be heard? Mr. Newton?
Mark Nickerson, First Selectman, and we're going to make our narratives pretty short tonight, and if there are any questions, we have our town experts here, our department heads, as well as all the information we need to on each item. The first one is the dugout program, dugout replacement. As you know, we came before town, well, I guess it was Board of Finance, I don't think it was town meeting with the dugouts, and we didn't have a solid plan of exactly what was being built. Now we do. Our Assistant Public Works Director, Bill Shears, spent countless hours on this. I'm going to let our new superintendent, Jeff Newton, explain what we're going to build, and hopefully we can bring the dugouts back to the field.
Thank you, Mr. First Selectman. Mr. Newton?
Sure,
is it
thank
Dr.
you.
Newton? Is it Dr. Newton?
No, Mr. Newton.
Mr.
Thanks. Just it's a quick past history as well. Our previous dugouts needed to be removed due to some structural issues, so they were torn down. We were able to fund crushed stone and a concrete slab that has been placed and put on the site for the 2 dugouts currently. And we're here, obviously, tonight for the construction of the 2 new dugouts. The dugouts, again, Bill Scheer did a lot of legwork on this, did a great job. We've designed 2 36-foot-long dugouts. These would not be dugouts that are in the ground as the previous ones were. These would be above-ground dugouts. The brick would be comparable to what's at the current concession stand by the football field. So it would be matching. So that was one of the important pieces that, we have a excellent sports complex over by East Lyme High School, and we want to continue the matching effort with those bricks. So that would be one component of the cost. And then obviously on top of the bricks, we would construct the roof for the structure. Again, 36 feet in length. Pretty standard of a dugout. That's about it for construction. I can answer any questions if we have any.
Thank you, Mr. Newton.
You're welcome.
Would anyone else like to be heard? Yes, ma'am.
Catherine Treader, 21 Brainerd Road, Niantic. The dugouts, the baseball field, have been unusable for the past 3 years, and it's a disgrace to the baseball team and to the coaches. And I think that this is about time.
Thank you, Ms. Trotter. Would anyone else like to be heard? Seeing no hands, then we will move the question. All those in favor of a special appropriation of $26,360 CNRE Fund 32 Board of Ed dugout project, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed by saying nay.
Nay.
The ayes have it. The motion carries. The second item on the agenda. The second item on the agenda is a special appropriation of $49,785 CNRE Fund 32 DEEP Recreational Trails Grant. Do I hear a resolution?
So moved.
I didn't hear who did that. Mr. Wilson. Second, Mr. Siri. Is there any discussion? Mr. First Selectman.
I'll start it. If it's necessary, we'll go deeper. My department head, Gary Gaisel, did a whole lot of work here and came off the soccer pitch tonight, I think, with his kids to come here. Hi, kids. How are you? Your dad does great work. Your dad, you should be proud of your dad. Listen, we got a grant. We got a grant to work on our walking trails up at Darrow Pond. We're also going to be building some gravel parking areas at the Grassy Hill Road, Whistletown Road trailhead area. The only cost to the town is in-kind services. In other words, we're going to get out there and blaze the trail and maybe have the DPW flatten a parking space or two. The Darrow Pond area that we purchased a couple of years ago has some very the pavement up there, the asphalt is cracked and it's been worn. And we might go up there and rework that area, not new asphalt, but reclaim it and seal that up a little bit. But that's what we're going to use this for. It's over a 2-year period, Gary, or 3? 3-year period of time. This isn't a rush job, but we're getting this, and this is going to go a long way to connecting these trails to this whole system that goes up the middle of the state. It's a pretty extensive system, and those people that are passionate about walking trails, but also saving the environment and enjoying the environment, will have a good asset here.
Thank you, Mr. First Selectman. Would anyone else like to be heard? Seeing no hands, we'll move the question. All those in favor of a special appropriation of $49,785 CNRE Fund 32 DEEP Recreational Trails Grant, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed by saying nay. The ayes have it. The resolution carries. The next item on the agenda is a special appropriation of $23,229 CNRE Fund 32 purchase and install a new 911 phone system. Do I hear a resolution?
So moved.
Sorry.
Slurm.
You got that, Leslie? Okay, would anyone like to be heard? Mr.
I'm going
First
to
Selectman.
introduce Dick Morris tonight, who's going to give brief details, and he has every detail in the book on the next two items. The phone system, the 911 system that is being flipped over statewide, one region at a time. We need to upgrade our system to a VoIP system that would be accommodating the new 911 system. Dick,
Thank you.
is there any
Mr.
more
Morris?
details?
Okay,
Mr. Morris,
thank you. Be happy to answer any questions. What we're doing is
can you give your name and address for
Richard
the record,
Morris,
please?
9 Hague Avenue, Niantic, Connecticut.
Thank you, Mr. Morris. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Morris?
Do you want to give a little bit more detail than what I gave, or was my brief good?
Well, we're in the process of changing our entire phone system at 171 Boston Post Road. We're going to an IP-based phone system that will meet the demands of the next-gen 911 system that the state has installed throughout Connecticut. If we don't upgrade our phones, the analog to the IP software, we will not be compatible with each other. We're changing the phones in the Emergency Operations Center, storm requirement needs, millstone, that type of application. And we're also meeting the demands of a new phone system coming to Town Hall that they'll all be systematic with each other. And if we needed to, we can merge with the school system as well, the same type of phone system. So much needed item to meet the new and coming software systems that are installed in that building.
Thank you, Mr. Morris. Would anyone else like to be heard? Seeing no hands, we'll move the question. All those in favor of a special appropriation of $23,229 for CNRE Fund 32 purchase and install a new 911 phone system, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed by saying nay. The ayes have it. The resolution carries. The next item on the agenda is a special appropriation of $98,071 CNRE Fund 32 purchase of a new Harbor Master boat. Is there a resolution?
So moved.
Mr. Wilson, is there a second?
Second.
Didn't hear. Who did it? Mr. Seri. Would anyone like to be heard on this issue?
Richard Morris, 9 Hague Avenue, Niantic, Connecticut. I act as the harbor master for East Lyme. My counterpart is Dave Burton for Waterford. A grant came forth through Mr. Nickerson's office and Senator Blumenthal's office. We applied for it. It is a 75-25 split, so the town of Waterford is splitting the $25,000 with the town of East Lyme. $75,000 of it is a federal grant. The boat that we're replacing is a boat that's in deplorable conditions. It's pretty much unseaworthy. We put $2,000 in repairs in it last year. We did not use it this year because it needs an additional $4,400 worth of repairs. So we were fortunate enough to win this award after much work by many people. And I feel that it's a needed item for harbor masters in East Lyme and Waterford future, and can do a lot of good work. It supports Parks and Rec for East Lyme, the regional dive team, and many different other aspects of the waterfront community. So I encourage you all to support this issue and help us get it.
Thank you, Mr. Morris. Would anyone else like to be heard on this resolution? Seeing no hands, and we will move the resolution. All those in favor of a special appropriation of $98,071 CNRE Fund 32 purchase of a new Harbor Master boat, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed by saying nay. The ayes have it. The resolution carries. There being no other business, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Wilson. Mr. Cheeseman. All those in favor of adjourning, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed by saying nay. The meeting is adjourned.